about to rapid fire. They're about to freak out. Good thing I gave him fair warning I was going to be down here. Those people that we all see at the range. Don't be that person. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Todd with Blue Trail Range, and today we're down at the private range. And you know, in a couple of past videos we've talked about how ammo is really hard to come by, but you still need to keep your training up. You know, and working here at a gun range, we see a lot of people come in and they don't want to just blow all their ammo, which I get, because ammo is expensive, even for us. So I figured today I would show you some real easy drills where you can use minimal ammo, and I'll show you exactly in the beginning what you need to have with you, and then we'll go over the drill itself. So for this drill, all you're really gonna need is one box of ammo, and a lot of people, when they use it, they come to the range, you know, and they get their stuff set up and they look at the target and they're like, whack, 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 whack. That's it, that's all they're doing. That's great if you're trying to hit your target, but there's a lot more to the fundamentals of shooting, especially if you're getting into things like self-defense or competition shooting, things like that. And one of those things would be the reload. Now, a lot of people, when they shoot, they drop their magazine out, then they sit there, they load their mag, they put it in. But there's an easy drill you can do. All it requires is literally 2 magazines. You have to have one with 1 round in it, and that goes into your primary firearm. So there's only 1 round in here. I'm gonna put that back in my holster. Now the other magazine is full. For us here in the Northeast, it's gonna be 10 rounds. Now the drill is pretty simple, all right? There's 2 types of reloads. There's the emergency reload and the tactical reload. For this first one, it's gonna be the emergency reload. This is where you've shot everything in that magazine and it's completely dry. So having an empty magazine in your hand or your firearm is pretty useless. So in a firefight, obviously, you're gonna drop the magazine, and ideally, you're not gonna catch it, you're not gonna waste your time. Get your new mag out, get it in, get back on target and shoot, right? Ideally, you don't wanna be leaving that magazine on the ground, but it's an emergency reload. The tactical reload, obviously, is when you're reloading when you want to, not when you have to. So with that, you're able to seek cover, or at the very least some sort of concealment, and you're able to drop the magazine out in a manner and get your fresh magazine out, but you're not going to drop the magazine on the ground. All right? And for the tactical reload, all it looks like is you shoot, okay, you take cover or find some sort of concealment. You're going to grab your new magazine, you're going to bring it up, you're going to drop your old one out, put your new one in, so you have your empty mag, and then you're going to store it in a pocket, in the thumb pouch, or whatever you have. What I'm interested in right now, specifically, is going to be the emergency reload. And that's going to happen is that 1 round that was in that magazine, it's going to run the gun dry, I'm going to drop the mag, get a fresh mag in, get on, and I'm only going to take 1 shot with the new magazine, because then it's gonna load that round into the chamber. All right, and you're getting into the repetition of fire, run dry, drop, reload, fire, and proceed, as in you would keep firing. For the drill though, we're not gonna keep shooting. We're trying to conserve ammo. All right, so I'm gonna go really slow, because the point of this is not speed. All right, we're not trying to be John Wick out there. We're just trying to take it slow in the beginning, Get used to the repetitions, do it over and over and over, and as we build that fundamental, as we build the habit, speed will come. Because remember, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. All right, so let's take a look at this drill. Now remember, I've only got one round that's in the chamber. The mag is empty. You don't need to start with the holster. In fact, if you're on the range, you're not going to be doing holster work at all. You need to have your mag in some sort of mag holder, and we'll go over some variants of that here in a sec. All right, let me just show you the drill real quick, because remember, we're not racing the clock, we're not going against a shot timer, we're trying to go slow as smooth, smooth as fast. Starting off nice and slow, and we're going to build upon each iteration of that to eventually speed comes. For right now though, it's all about being methodical and just getting the drill down. So here's the drill. Alright, I have a round in the chamber. I drop that mag out that I've been using. I'll reholster this, and I'm going to get the other magazine. Got the empty mag back into the gun. Alright, that's the drill. We'll do it again. And it's just that over and over and over. Now, with that, you could also do the tactical reload with, well, you can't do it with just one round. You need to run 2 mags that are loaded. And you take a shot and then switch mags, so on and so forth. And we'll go over that in a second. I'm gonna load up this empty mag so I can show you that drill. All right, so I have the mag fully loaded. It's in the firearm. Remember, we're not racing a clock here. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. With that, I'm going to tell you this. Since I have a double action, single action, when I am manipulating the gun, I will decock it for safety reasons. All right? In a real life scenario, that's one of those things you probably just could skip. But here at the range, for safety reasons, I'm going to decock it because that's a 10-pound pull now versus the 2-pound pull with the hair reset. So not only can this drill be ran with pistols, but you can also run it with your other, or if you don't live in the New England area, with your ARs. So again, I have the mag. It's only got 1 round in it. Put it in, chamber the round. and we're ready to rock and roll. All right, Connecticut other. So you see, just run the drill over and over and over. Now, of course, I'm down here in a wide open range. If you want to do drills like this, that's not a problem here. Take a private lesson. We can come down and work on drills like this. But if you want to do this at the bench, I will show you how you can do that at the bench. All right, be right back. I was setting up for the other thing, and I almost forgot to show you the tactical reloads that you can do with these. So I'm going to angle the camera over here a little better. Now, when you have your mag in your other or your carbine, whatever you can use in your state, ideally what you don't want to do is be dropping your mags all over the place. All right? Let's face it, during a zombie apocalypse, it's not like we can just run down to the corner store and get more magazines. So a good habit to build outside of an emergency reload where you've ran your gun dry is to do the tactical reload where you're retaining your mag and you're putting a fresh one in. So for me, that's what my drop pouch is used for. So we'll assume that this mag, I've run it pretty low. I mean, right now it's completely empty because we're doing the other drill. But we'll, for the sake of right now, just say maybe there's 2-3 rounds left in it. I don't know. So I'm gonna pull my fresh mag out. Now what do I do with this mag? I don't wanna just drop it. No, I do is I take this one, build the L, release the mag, insert the new mag, get this mag out of the way, put it in the drop pouch, and then I can shoot. Now the reason you're not dropping the magazine out and on the ground is because we want to retain it, okay? But if we run dry, then we're going to have to use the ping pong paddle. And I'm going to show you how this does not work. All right, so fresh mag is going to get reset. I'm going to dig out my empty one. Now, I know I only have one round in the chamber. So when I shoot this, it's going to lock the bolt carrier group to the rear. I'm going to show you how this might not work for you. I think I probably could get away with it for the way my gun is set up, but it's something you really need to think about. All right? So you take your shot. Now it's empty. Make my L, drop, reset. Now look at the position my hand is in. I have to retain this. How do I hit my ping pong paddle? I can't get up to it. I have to drop my hand, come up, then hit it, then bring it back. That's a lot of work, and a lot of things could go wrong. And we never really want our chamber to be empty. That is why we reload when we want to, not when we have to. Hence the emergency drill. Drop the mag to the ground. It's an emergency. Tactical reload. You've got one in the chamber. So as you're dropping that mag out, you're good to go. You still have one inside, which means when you put that fresh mag in, you're not having to hit a ping pong paddle or anything to get the bolt carrier group to move forward because there's already a round there. And with that being said, that is another reason why, if you're getting in the tactical stuff, you should call it that, and you get these can only hold 10, but we'll assume for normal state it holds 30. Okay, if you max this out at 30 rounds and you're doing a tactical reload, when you go to put that mag in, it's not going to fit because you have a round already in the chamber. Your mag is going to feel like it seats, and then it's just going to fall right out. And I am not even touching the button. All right, with a full mag, it won't. And I know you're going to ask why. Because the rounds don't have any room to go down. They don't have enough space to compress. So that's why in the military, and you should pick this habit up, the only magazine that ever had 30 rounds in it is the one that you started off with in your carbine or your rifle, depending on what your states have. Every other magazine that you have either on your gun belt, on your plate carrier, or anything only has 28 rounds in it. Now you could say, well, 29. Now I like 28 because I know there's more than enough room at that point. And it's an even number. Why not? All right. So now you've seen the drills with the others and of course pistols. We're just gonna go over, and I have a makeshift bench that we're gonna use, and I'll show you how you too can do this at a range where it's not wide open and you maybe are in a lane or so. All right, so let's go over there. All right, so I've set up a table much like you'd have a lane when you're up on our main range. Now, you don't need to have the Gucci war belt, which right here, which is what I usually wear when I'm down here and filming videos or doing training. So you don't have any of that. That's fine. But if you have a firearm and you have one mag, one is none, two is one, two or more is better. So having a dual mag pouch, this one happens to be made out of Kydex. It does go through the belt. You can wear it. It's pretty good for concealed carry. It does fit nice and snug. These are Glock 19 mags. Now this is my 226 mag. Fits 2.6 mags just as fine as it would the Glock mags. Right now it's loose. If I shove it down, then it's retained. And of course you can always adjust the tension in the center nut, which will adjust it for either Glock 19s, your 226 mags, or whatever you're having. Now if you don't have a dual mag pouch carrier, you only have enough space on your person for one magazine, then might I recommend the little Tech X pouches like this. It's good enough for one magazine and it will fit in your pocket, or it will fit inside your waistband, on your side, or whatever for nice concealed carry. And it is soft, rather this is hard plastic, so this could print a little easier than say something like this, which is like that neoprene material. Now when you're at the bench, I'm gonna move my Glock 19. When you're at the bench, remember you're gonna start with one round inside one magazine. The other mag is going to be fully loaded. Just to save time, I'm only going to put 3 in. Now you can choose to have this mag in a mag pouch in your pocket or inside your waistband. Oh, which I'm not going to fight it to get it in right now, just because I tighten up my belt. The only thing is you're going to have to be digging for it, which is fine, because you should train how to dig for it. Though you might catch a few weird looks at the range doing that type of stuff. So one thing I like to do is I have that secondary mag, and I just lay it on the bench in front of me. I take the firearm, put our single mag in, and we're ready to go. Now when it comes to ejecting the magazine, I am not going to flick it so it goes flying. I am just going to drop it straight down, pick the other mag up, and put it in. And it'll look like this. Pick up the empty mag, put that back in, reset. And of course I've ran the gun dry. I'm done. I have 2 empty magazines. And we've done actually a lot of drilling, a lot of up and downs, a lot of moving and manipulating magazines and such. And we've used 15 bullets out of our little box of 50. So that's taken a little while, and especially if you really aren't used to it and you want to go extra super slow, which is fine. I have no problem with that. We'll do 2 rounds. So reset with whatever firearm you have, and just take it easy. It's not a race. You're only racing yourself. Speed will come as you get more proficient. So aim, fire, take your time doing it. These drills are really good. You can run them dry with snap caps and then build your speed up that way, or you can run them at your lane, at their firing range, and just take your time, move methodically, and keep your round count to a minimum usage versus just coming to the range and, well, we've all seen those people, haven't we? So now we're going to discuss when you're at the long gun range, or for us it'd be our rifle range where you shoot regular rifles, regular ARs, kinetic others, whatever you have in your inventory. Now I'd take you up there and show you specifically on the bench, but there's a lot of people up there shooting and it's kind of distracting. So one thing right off the bat, you are not standing when you're shooting. You'll either be sitting or prone. So I will do my best to show you laying on this table like this. All right. Same drill applies though. First magazine has 1 round. Second magazine has as many rounds as you want in it, up to its max. All right. Reset. The nice thing with that is the table's right there for you, so when the magazine falls, it's not flying away and it's relatively right in front of you, as long as you're not flicking the magazine out, which, if you don't understand what I'm talking about, don't go pew, oh, it's empty. It's gonna go flying. Just let gravity do its work, okay? Drop it, get the new one in, boom, go from there. So those are the drills you might want to try next time you're at the range. Instead of just standing there and shooting and poking holes in the paper, use the time that you have and the ammunition that you have in a constructive way, bettering yourself and your skill set. So when that time comes and you do need to drop that magazine and reload, you've got those fundamentals down. I've seen a lot of people, when they insert new mags into their others, they forget to hit the ping pong paddle. This builds that habit of new mag go in, ping pong paddle immediately gets hit, re-engage. All right, so I'm going to clean up now that I've come down here and shot and had some fun. And as always, I will see you on the trail. Stay safe in the fray. Goodbye, my friends.